So what we have found is that there are really 4 reasons why people live with pain. Number 1, people accept limitations. People often say things like, well, I have migraines, but so did my dad, and so did my grandfather, and so I guess it's just my lot in life to live with this kind of thing. Another reason why people live with pain is lack of information. Sometimes people just have no idea that they can be helped. I remember I had a patient that came to me once who had migraine headaches for about 20 years. At the time she came to see me, she was taking 4 heavy-duty, very powerful medications for her migraine headaches. I worked on her one time and found one imbalance and fixed it, and the migraine that she had at that moment instantly disappeared, and her migraines didn't come back. And she came back in to see me a while later, and she was really mad. She was mad because she'd been thinking about all of the years that she had lost, all the time she'd lost, all of her kids' events and soccer games and recitals and things that she couldn't go to because she was in a dark room with a terrible migraine. And she was mad because nobody had told her that there might be some other approach that might be able to help her. She was glad that she was doing better, but anyway, I think you can understand how she was feeling. Another reason why people live with pain is because they ignore their body's communication system. Now, what you're going to find out today is that pain is the number 1 way that our bodies communicate with us that something is wrong inside. We'll take some volunteers today that are in pain, and they're going to be at a distance because I'm home alone today. And you'll probably see some changes happen with them. Another reason why people live with pain is because of secondary gain. Sometimes people feel that because I have this problem, I get more benefits. The benefits maybe outweigh the difficulties. People are nicer to me. I'm excused from having to do the dishes and things like that. So you have to be careful about those. So if you take a look at these in your own life, if you've been living with pain, are any of these applicable to you? Think about that for a moment. Now, the fact that you're here means that you're trying to address number 2. You're trying to address the lack of information by getting more information. So I'm glad that you're here today. What I found during those years that I was in practice is that there are really 6 kinds of imbalances that cause our pain. And so let's take a look at these for a minute. We'll start over here. Here we have energies. Now you can see this ball of energy here, which is what an artist's conception is of what a trapped emotion might look like. A trapped emotion is a ball of energy that will distort the normal energy field. Trapped emotions and other kinds of energies would be found in this area. Okay, so these are really 6 categories, 6 types of imbalances. The next kind of imbalance here is imbalances in the circuitry and the systems of the body. The body is very highly organized. Every organ has a circuit. Every gland has a circuit. And the systems of the body are capable of becoming imbalanced as well. And that includes the cardiovascular system and the musculoskeletal system, the nervous system, and so on. In this area, we also find disconnections between the spirit and the physical body, and so on. Down here, we have toxicity. And of course, everybody's aware of this. But there's pretty much no place on the planet now that you can go where you won't find some kind of toxicity and some kind of poisons. Everybody, for the most part, in the West, eats food that is adulterated in some way with toxins. People eat wheat that has been soaked in Roundup and then wonder why they have problems with their digestive system. And we go to dentists that put metal fillings in our mouths that are full of mercury and all kinds of things. Crazy things. But that's another kind of imbalance. Now, over here we have imbalances of nutrition and lifestyle. So these are things like not having enough of certain vitamins or certain minerals, and then the body is going to malfunction. And these kinds of things, any of these things that are on this page can cause pain. Lifestyle problems are more like not getting enough sleep or maybe having a pH imbalance, things like that. Now, misalignments, of course, any bone in the body can misalign, but really any tissue in the body can misalign as well. And so this is another thing that we look at. Most of the time when we find some kind of misalignment, there will be some kind of underlying energetic imbalance up here, like a trapped emotion. So we may see that today in the call. Pathogens, okay, last category. These are infections that get into the body, viral, bacterial, fungal infections, mold, parasites. And obviously, if you have some kind of a raging infection, you need to go to the ER, go see a doctor immediately. But what we find is that a lot of people have low-grade infections that are just making them not feel well, and yet they oftentimes don't even show up on Western medical testing. And so, these are the pathogens, or these are the 6 kinds of things that we see that are the underlying reasons why people have problems. So let's go ahead and do a demo, and we'll see if we can take a volunteer. Let's talk with Sonia first of all. Sonia, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I hear you well. Thanks.
Okay, great. All right. Where are you in the world, just out of curiosity?
I'm sitting near to Hamburg in Germany.
Oh, you're in Germany. Okay, great. Well, thanks for joining us. Let's see. What time is it there? It's probably late at night, or?
Yeah, it's 7:30 in the evening.
Oh, 7:30 in the evening. Okay, great. Well, fantastic. Thank you, Sonia, for joining us. And now I'm seeing from the notes here that you've got low back pain. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And it's been going on for how long?
Nearly 10 months.
Okay. And how bad is this on a 0 to 10 scale? 0 being no pain at all, and 10 being, go to the hospital. How bad would you say this is?
It's changing from day to day, but in general, it's between 6 and 7.
Between 6 and 7. How bad is it right now?
Right now, I'm sitting, I'm not moving, so in the moment, it's about a 4.
Okay, so it's often a 6 to 7.
So if I do nothing, it's much much better.
Okay, so it's about a 4 right now at this moment. Okay, that's fine. But a lot of the time, it's about a 6 or a 7. All right. Well, let's take a look here and see what we can find. Now, what you're looking at on the left side of the screen here is the body code. Let me just make sure that this is working. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Okay, so here's the body code, and the body code is this software that's patented. And what you can do is you can skip through here, and you can look at different things and find different imbalances. And there are 867 different nodes here in the body code. And when you click on a node, it takes you deeper and deeper, and you can find imbalances that and the subconscious mind will guide you to those. So before we start this, let's go ahead and we'll take a moment. Now, this work, we believe, really came from up above. And so what we'd like to do is take a moment and just silently ask for help from up above. And you feel free to do that, Sonia, if you want to or not. I'm going to go ahead and do that for us here in a moment. Okay, great. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on my camera. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be using the ring and ring method. Okay. This is a method of muscle testing. When I offer that moment of silence, what happens typically is that a connection gets made between you and I. And that connection is from your subconscious mind to my subconscious mind. So when I ask questions, your subconscious mind will instantly respond, and those answers will manifest on my body, from my subconscious mind to my physical body, as strength, if the answer coming from your subconscious mind is yes, or weakness, if the answer coming from your subconscious mind is no. So what you'll see here is that if the answer is yes, these fingers will tend to stay together, and this little chain that I've made, this ring in ring test, will stay strong. But if the answer coming from your subconscious mind to mine is no, then you'll see it go weak. Okay, and you'll see the ring break. So if you see this, it's yes, this is no. Okay. All right, so let's take a look and let's ask, all right, is there an underlying reason why you're having this back pain? Or in other words, is there some kind of an imbalance that is creating this? Of course, we know the answer to that logically has to be yes, right? But I ask it that way to help kind of prime the pump in your subconscious and get it moving in this direction. So is there an underlying reason why you have this back pain? And your subconscious mind answers me and says, yes, this is strong. Okay, so at this moment, your subconscious mind has a reason in mind. Okay, what is the reason? Now, there may be several reasons for the back pain. I don't know. Usually, there's more than one reason for things. But right now, your subconscious mind has one reason in mind. What is the reason? Is it on the right side of our chart? No. So is it something in the energies area? No. Is it something in circuits and systems? Yes. Okay, so I'm over here, and I'm going to click right here on this one, because that's where your subconscious mind is taking us. We asked if it was on the right side of the body code. Your body said no. Your subconscious mind said it's over here. So we're going to go here. So now we're looking at a new map, and your subconscious mind has taken us now one level deeper to where we want to go. So where is this imbalance? What is it? Is it something on the left side of our chart? It could be, but it's not. So is it something over here? Is it a chakra? No. Is it a gland that's imbalanced in some way? And your body says no. So the only thing left is an organ. We could ask, is it an organ? And the answer is yes. So now we'll click here. And this brings up a list of all the different organs in the body. So what organ is this? I don't know. Is it an organ on the left side of our chart? And your body says no. So that means it's got to be one of these. So let's narrow it down. So is it the bladder or the colon? Is it the gallbladder? It could literally be any of these, but it's not any of those. We have 3 left. So is it the heart? No. Is it the ileocecal valve? No. So that means it's the kidney. Well, kidney and low back pain do tend to go together. So let's see. So when we click on kidney, it brings up another map, and it explains to us what this is all about. Okay. There are muscle connections with the kidneys, the muscles that come off of the lumbar spine and go down and hook into the hip joint, called the psoas muscles. That's part of it. So you'll notice over here, if the kidneys get imbalanced, the big symptoms are discomfort in the lower back or mid back or lower ribs, lower neck, TMJ, fatigue, leg pain, etc. So, all right, so let's ask, first of all, besides the lower back pain, do you have any of these other issues?
No, the lower back pain. It's yeah, okay. Sometimes with the fatigue also.
Okay, fatigue. All right. Well, let's take a look. We know we've got a kidney imbalance, but notice there are 2 kidneys. So let's ask, is this really both kidneys that are imbalanced? No, it's not. So is it the right kidney that's imbalanced? No, it's actually the left kidney. Okay, so we have a problem with the left kidney. That doesn't mean you have a disease going on in that kidney. It doesn't mean you don't. It means that there's something going on. That kidney is not a happy camper. Okay, so let's ask, is there an underlying reason why this kidney is unhappy? And that answer is yes. Now, let me explain something here. When the kidneys become imbalanced, these muscles that you see in the chart here are on the same electrical circuit, the same energetic circuit. And so when a kidney gets imbalanced and short circuits, these muscles also short circuit. And this is the reason, you see, the hidden reason why with a kidney imbalance, you'll usually get low back pain, and you might even get neck pain and even TMJ trouble because you've got these upper trapezius muscles and then these muscles down in the low back. Let's go back to the home page then. And to get to the home page, we just click on this button right here. And now let's ask, all right. So we'll say your left kidney is imbalanced due to some other underlying reason. What's the underlying reason? Is it on the right side of our chart here? No. So it's on the left side. Is it an energy? It is. Okay, so let's go here. So it's something in here. So your kidney's not happy, but there's an underlying reason. Is the underlying reason on the left side of this chart? No. So is it addictive heart energy? Is it an allergy or an intolerance? It's something emotional. So we'll click here. And so let's see what this is. Is this a trapped emotion? And it is, okay? So there's a trapped emotion in there. Now this is the emotion code, which is built into the body code. And this is where your subconscious mind is taking us. And so let's just see what shows up. It's a trapped emotion. What is the emotion? Is it listed in column A? No. So it's in column B. Is it in one of the odd rows in column B? No. So that means it's in an even row in column B. We have 15 emotions left out of 60. Is it in row 2 in column B? No. We have 10 emotions left. Is it in row 4 column B? Yes. So we have 5 emotions left. Is it depression? No. Is it frustration? No. Is it indecisiveness? No. Is it panic? Yes. The emotion is panic. Panic, okay? So do we need to know more about this? And your body says, yes, we do. So when we're doing the emotion code, there's a flow chart in here that you can see. And you'll notice when we find the emotion, it comes over here and we can we can ask this question, do we need to know more about this? And your body said yes. So the optional questions are first, when did this occur? Okay. So when did this occur? And first, we need to know, how old are you right now, Sonia?
44.
Sonia, age 44. Okay. So let's find out when this happened. Did this occur earlier than age 20? No. Between 20 and 30? No. 30 to 40? No. Okay, so it's within the last 4 years. Did this occur within the last year? Within the last 2 years? Yes. So sometime, we'll just say within the last 2 years, more than maybe 1 year ago. Okay. Does that ring any kind of a bell? Does any kind of an event come to mind?
Yeah, the last 2 years were my hardest in my working place. Now I quit, but the last 2 years were really, I was quite over the edge.
Okay.
During the whole time.
Okay. So now let's ask you, we need to know anything else about this, and your body says no. So at this point, we'll take a magnet, okay? I have a magnetic chart here, okay? It's got the chart of emotions on it. We're going to use the governing meridian to release this emotion. Now, the governing meridian is a little river of energy like all other meridians. This one starts with the tailbone, and it goes straight up the back and straight over down the middle of the forehead and goes to the inside of the upper lip. We found that if we put a little bit of magnetic energy and intention into that governing meridian, it will release that trapped emotion, in this case, of panic. So now let's ask, did we release that trapped emotion of panic from you? Yes, we did. Now that emotion of panic had apparently lodged. This is like a little ball of energy. It apparently lodged in that left kidney, making that left kidney unhappy. So now let's ask, is your left kidney happy? That might sound funny, but this is how we talk to the body. Is your left kidney happy now? Actually, it is. So go ahead and stand up now and walk around a little bit, and let's see how that's feeling now.
Okay, I'm back just a moment.
Carrot juice. Good stuff.
It's feeling like it's a relief, you know? If you put power on the muscle, and now it's like it's I don't know the word in English. Entspannt.
Entspannt.
Just a moment.
I don't know. On a 0 to 10 scale, how would you describe it?
Relaxed. God, I don't know the word. It's relaxed.
Feels relaxed. Okay.
So,
cool. That's good.
In the moment, it's feeling like a one.
About
maybe
a 1.
More zeros.
Oh, 0 to 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Really relaxed.
Yeah. All right. Awesome.